24. Halfway through our fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo. Oh, my goodness. He's inhuman. Off the floor. No one else on the planet does that.
Last August 8, the NBA announced the three finalists for the 2020 MVP award are James Harden of the Houston Rockets, Lebron James of the Los Angeles Lakers, and the reigning MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo of the Milwaukee Bucks. The MVP winner is set to be announced during the 2020 NBA playoffs, though the league did not give any specific date. The award will be based on all games played from October 22, 2019 to March 11, 2020, meaning the games and the restart in Orlando will not be included. Let's take a look at their stats for the season and on some reasons why they are considered as the top 3 contenders for the highest individual award in the NBA season.
He's had 2 attempts, or he has 2 trips into the paint.
James Harden is averaging a league best 34.3 points per game, along with 6.6 rebounds and 7.5 assists in 68 games that he played in the regular season. This is the 4th straight season that Harden becomes an MVP finalist. People say that he has no defense, but if you look at his stats, Harden has 1.8 steals and almost a block per game. He has a total of 125 steals this season, which is the most by any NBA player. Among guards in the NBA this season, he has the most number of blocks with 60. I also believe that Harden is a good post defender. Before the start of the season, a lot of people believed that the Russell Westbrook trade would affect Harden's MVP numbers, but the Beard proved them wrong with an early season run with the Houston Rockets. In fact, from October to November 2019, Harden averaged almost 40 points a game. He was also awarded as the Western Conference Player of the Month for December 2019, where he averaged 37.3 points, 6.9 assists, 5.6 rebounds, 2.1 steals, and 1.2 blocks per game. He did all of that while shooting 48.1% from the floor, 42.5% from the three-point range, and 85% from the foul line. Those are incredible numbers for James Harden. However, Harden was not able to sustain his strong start. From January 15 to March 10, Harden's scoring declined to 28.7 points per game, and he shot just 40.7% from the field and only 30.6% from the three-point line. Though I believe that it would be difficult for Harden to beat LeBron and Giannis for the MVP award, he deserves to be included in the MVP conversations. The second MVP finalist is LeBron James of the Los Angeles Lakers. James norms at 25.3 points per game, along with 7.8 rebounds and a league best 10.2 assists. He has shown everyone what he's capable at the age of 35. His assist average is the highest in the 17 seasons in the NBA. While Anthony Davis is the team's scoring leader, there is no doubt that LeBron can still be the go-to guy at the crucial minutes. He still has the strength to overpower his defender on the post, and he is so hard to stop on transition. James is the main guy in leading the Lakers in the top spot of the Western Conference. When LeBron is on the court, the Lakers is definitely the best team in the Western Conference. But without him, they are a negative team. His playmaking ability makes his teammates better. When he drives to the basket, the defense will collapse and it creates open threes for Danny Green, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, or Markieff Morris. He always finds the available man inside the paint, and he makes things look easy for aging big men like JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard. Even if James may not win the MVP award this season, there is no doubt that his performance is so impressive for a player his age. Only few superstars were named MVP finalists at the age of 35. So if any of the superstars now wants to be a better player than LeBron, they need to continue their dominance and MVP numbers until they reach their mid-30s. The third finalist is the reigning MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo of the Milwaukee Bucks. And for me, he should win the 2020 MVP award. The Greek Freak is averaging a career-best 29.5 points per game, along with 13.6 boards, 5.6 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. Giannis is the most efficient player in the league this season. His player efficiency rating of 31.9 might be the highest by any player in NBA history. Though he scores almost 30 points a game, he only plays at the average of 30.4 minutes, which is 6 less than the minutes played by James Harden. Giannis is also shooting 55.3% from the field. A lot of people say that he needs to improve his outside shooting because today's game is more on the 3-ball. But Giannis is now shooting 30.4% from the 3, which is higher than the previous seasons. Giannis is not really a shooter, but he does not need to be a 3-point threat in order for the Milwaukee Bucks to be successful. He knows how to use his size, quickness, and skills to create shots for himself and for his teammates. According to NBA.com, Giannis leads the league with 17.5 points in the paint per game, which is the most by any player in the last 17 seasons. The Bucks' half-court offense has done a lot of work in getting Giannis into the basket. Antetokounmpo's combination of size and skills allows the Bucks to use him as both a guard and a big man. In transition, he is the primary ball handler. But in the half-court offense, he is more of a screen setter. Milwaukee Bucks has the NBA's best defensive rating as they allowed 101.6 points per 100 possessions. With Antetokounmpo on the court, Milwaukee allowed only 96.5 points per 100 possessions. And that is the lowest defensive rating among more than 300 players who average at least 15 minutes per game. Giannis also held his matchups to 36.5% shooting from the field, which is the lowest percentage among more than 250 players who faced at least 300 shots. Well, it's not really a surprise to me that Giannis won the 2020 NBA Defensive Player of the Year award.
Catch him in transition like this. Great job by Giannis.
Antetokounmpo's leadership and impressive plays on both ends of the floor has translated to 56-17 win-lose record for the Milwaukee Bucks. And that is the best overall record in the league this season. People say that Milwaukee's dominance should not be credited to Giannis alone because they also have a second star in Chris Middleton. I definitely agree with that because it's always the team effort that makes a team successful. It's true that Giannis has Middleton, but LeBron James also has Anthony Davis as the second star in Lakers uniform. James Harden also has a formidable backcourt partner in Russell Westbrook. So Chris Middleton is an excellent wing, and he is having the best season in his 8-year career. But he is not yet at a superstar level. He is not yet better than Anthony Davis or Russell Westbrook. Davis is already an MVP contender, while Westbrook is a former MVP, and both Davis and Westbrook are having better numbers than Middleton this season. Middleton is not filling up the stats like the way Westbrook and Davis is doing in the regular season. So Milwaukee has to rely more on Giannis on their offensive and defensive plays. And this results to the Bucks having the best record in the regular season. Giannis may have received a lot of criticisms for his team's struggles against the Miami Heat in the second round of the 2020 playoffs. But the voting for the MVP award has been done based on the regular season games played through March 11. And in that period, Giannis was very efficient, and he was very impressive in both ends of the floor in leading the Milwaukee Bucks to the best record in the league. Remember that in 2007, Dirk Nowitzki won the MVP award even though his team, the Dallas Mavericks, failed to advance in the second round of the NBA playoffs after losing to the 8th seed Golden State Warriors in 6 games. So while Giannis is not impressive in the playoffs, his incredible performance in the regular season was enough for him to win the 2020 MVP award. You can disagree with me if you have different thoughts. Just leave your comment below. Thank you and have a good day.